Well and well met. Welcome to Chapter 32 of Book 3 of the Westgate Irregulars campaign. I am Eric Scott to be the sometimes DM of this game. Sitting over there is Aaron M. Evans, who is the other sometime DM of this campaign, and it
But
is
not
going
tonight.
awesome.
I am not ready for that.
Tonight, we are playing Team Witch Hut, which at this point is more like Team Candlekeep Depths, because that's where they are.
We could be multitudes.
Yes, indeed. They go all over the place. And on that note, take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga and the forthcoming Empire of Exiles, and I play Tsetseliya, who is very invested in finding more out about chronomancy for reasons. I'm going to tell you about a couple things real quick. First of all, we are running 2 fundraisers. The first one is for the crisis in Ukraine. You can access more information about that by entering the code !charity. And the other one is for the National Network of Abortion Funds, and you can access more information about that one with the !donate. I'm also going to tell you about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Farida Havilar and Mehen from the Brimstone Angel saga. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and Epic, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. If you type in the code at the bottom of the screen, you will get an Electrum Chest of your very own. And as always, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find out more at idlechampions.com.
Hi, I'm Emily Tang. I'm a writer and game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed on the stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast. And I play a Kayleth Amakir and a Varial Necromancer.
Every time you say that, I think, like, I imagine what WotC's opinions are on, for example, making your not boyfriend into a skin book.
I'm sure they've done that somewhere before.
Yeah, they probably have like accommodating opinions about that.
Is no comment.
They've been making characters and putting out adventures longer than I've been alive, probably. I'm sure at some point they started running out of ideas and had to turn to skin books and worse.
What if?
No doubt.
But that's really,
I mean, they did turn to worse. They had rangers. Anyways.
Oh boy. All right. So on that note, you are in the depths beneath Candlekeep in an unused, long abandoned cellar beneath the city of books and learning. And you have come face to face with a dragon spirit. Let me see. I think I have an image of this. If we want to pull up Roll20, I can share it real fast. Yeah.
Is it the magic card?
It might be the magic card.
Yeah. Not shilling, but
that magic card is pretty powerful. I took a look at that and I was like, oh man.
Is it shilling when you're sharing something super cool with people that they want to know about? I don't think so.
I am genuinely expressing joy at this piece of art and the card.
So yes, this spectral worm comes out of one of the walls of the cavern and gazes upon you. And it goes, aha! So, you are why I sound so strange today.
How's that again?
No. Do not worry. I am well pleased by your imitations and your trickery.
Oh, you're Miriam. Got it.
I am Miriam, the Sentinel Worm, and this is my domain.
We just didn't want to upset your friend. She seemed a little
emotional.
Yes, emotional.
Compassion, not something I was expecting, but I am pleased to see it. So, small travelers, she floats closer, like passing right through you and around you.
Ghosts and personal space are.
Tell me what brings you to this place.
Oh, we're looking for some knowledge. We were told it was maybe down here by. I have forgotten the layers of Candlekeep scribes. Who's the semi-important level that we decided we were going to say was sending us around?
So, the guy who gave you the letter of introduction that got you into the inner ward was named Azarin.
Right, and
he is a master reader.
Master reader. Okay. The master reader told us to come down here.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Did he indeed?
Yep. Azarin.
Do you know Azarin?
Aziar.
He'll totally back us up on this.
I know that name. He is a lot. Anyway.
Yes.
Now that you have come into my domain, you shall serve me with news of the world above. The dragon floats down into a more comfortable position.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird. You're not sure what would be comfortable for a ghost, but she seems to be pleased.
I'm not going to question her on it.
And her head is floating there looking at you.
So, Tsetseliya, we could just tell her the entire storyline of your saga with the Golden Raven. That is such big news.
It is, and in general. So, just out of curiosity, you don't get out much, huh?
Oh no, I am imprisoned in this place. I have made my peace with it for the last 1,000 years, but the first 500 years, I was very upset.
That's understandable. I
raged, and my fury filled these halls and chased the sages away. Oh, they tried to maintain some of their libraries here, but it has all fallen to ruin, and now I guard mostly empty halls with the occasional interesting find, and occasionally travelers to keep me company. But I speak too much. You were telling me stories.
Yes. There are things down here that are, library-ish, like books, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check. Didn't want to waste anybody's time. Well, so you don't talk to a lot of people? Like, if we tell you things, it's gonna be a while before you necessarily pass them along.
Interesting.
Yeah?
I suppose that is true.
What means you're very good at keeping secrets?
Secrets?
I'm gonna look over my shoulder and see if Sarshan heard that.
If they are interesting secrets, then yes, I shall keep your secrets.
Well, I don't know.
Have you ever heard of anything called the Golden Raven? Straight to the point.
Just get there.
Well, I know what gold is, and I know what a raven is.
Okay, so we're...
the Golden Raven is a raven with gold feathers. And next piece of news.
That's exciting.
No, I'm kidding. Go on.
I'm trying to read, what are we aiming for here? So we're trying to thwart an evil chronomancer.
Oh.
That's pretty worthy, right?
That is fascinating.
Yeah, did you know that there are multiple timelines? That you might exist in other timelines?
And in those other timelines, you might not be trapped.
That's true. I mean, no, it's not. We don't want her to want more timelines.
Well, but there are other timelines. Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay. Well, I don't know we don't know your situation, so maybe that's the case. But, there's also a lot of death and destruction, and, the chronomancer keeps eating the timelines, metaphorically. I hope.
Tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
When is a raven like a writing desk?
When you skin it and then harden its pelt to use as a surface to write on?
She's not wrong.
Interesting. And you? She points to Tsetseliya. Like she manifests a ghostly hand to point to Tsetseliya.
I feel
What
like
say you?
polymorph is an all-purpose answer here.
Interesting. That
The
question,
only answer I know to that riddle is inappropriate to the world.
That question reveals much about the answerer, but only if you know the purpose of the question. I think I would hear more of this golden raven, a raven with golden feathers. Tell me the story.
Each of its feathers is a different timeline.
So this golden raven is a chronomancer.
Yes.
Fascinating. I have not come across one of those in so very long.
Right? It's not a good thing, right? We've all agreed on that. Maybe it's a panicky self-preservation technique, but I don't think it's a good choice for the rest of us. It's kind of selfish, kind of a trash person to do something like that.
You seem defensive.
It's not.
Why is that? I wonder.
It's very complicated. There are multiple people in multiple versions of you in multiple timelines, it turns out, and I'm not great in at least one of them.
So you were
Possibly all of
having
them.
an existential crisis.
I guess so. Yes.
Oh, wonderful, delicious.
Does it count as like a meta existential crisis if it crosses multiple timelines like that?
Honestly, I'm
It
trying.
is an
not to think
infinite
about it too
existential
much.
crisis. An infinite crisis, shall we say?
Yeah, basically.
This one has golden feathers, but she's not a raven.
What?
Or she did once upon a time.
Wait, why do you know that?
Is it not obvious?
They're bones now, so I would think you didn't see her before.
You think so, huh?
Can you see her feathers?
Perhaps.
That's
Can you see
not
my?
what
Can you
not what
see
I
my feathers?
Can we?
No.
Can you manifest your feathers for us to see?
Pity. Tell me, has Tetherites fallen again?
Yes.
Do you know where Tetherites is? Yeah, it's tragic.
Yes, well, it's also repetitive.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Those Tetherites? Just love.
Tetherians.
Right, Tetherians. There's a splinter group called the Tetherites. That's really the origin of the last collapse. Grammatical wars. What are you gonna do?
Tether supremacists always fighting for control of that country. They need a good destruction every so often. I'm glad they're serving their own needs.
Is that where you're from?
Oh, no. No. I stopped by once or twice. But that was in my long ago living days.
So, you've been around a long time.
I have been trapped in these catacombs for 1,500 years, and I was alive before then.
So everything that's down here, you kind of, you would say you know pretty well?
Of course, except you three.
Right, because we haven't been down here for 1,500 years yet.
I don't
say
believe
yet.
so.
So, we're looking for information on how we might be able to stop this chronomancer to undo what she's done, which might mean we need some more practical books on chronomancy. And what they have upstairs is someone did it once, please don't do it again. But we're already past that point, so
I see.
do you know where the Black Archive is?
I do. Yeah. Yes, although few call it by that name. Not anymore. Not since the sages have attempted to pacify its dark magic.
Oh. What does it want to be called?
It has no particular preferences itself. It is a source of great knowledge, great wisdom from across the ages.
That's
It seems-
exactly what we need.
Yes, you seek great knowledge and great wisdom from across the ages to combat great knowledge and great power across multiple timelines.
Yes. Yes.
And this golden raven, she is you, or could be you. Yes?
I mean, I don't think that second. I mean, I don't.
So let me see if I understand. You come here seeking to depose the great power of a chronomancer who threatens all of existence. And you
Yes.
come here seeking chronomantic knowledge yourself.
Mhm.
And you admit that this chronomancer is a potential you from the future.
But not me. I only want to know about.
Well,
this
yes,
so I can
you don't
stop
have the
her.
chronomantic knowledge yet. Ah, this is fascinating. Very well, very well. I shall lead you to the Black Archive.
You
At
will?
worst, you will free me from my prison. And that's not such a bad thing. At best, you will succeed and save your reality.
Wait, why would we free you from your prison?
Because I will be destroyed, of course. If you fail, this world will end, yes? You are adventurers, set to save the world, yes?
I guess that's one definition of freedom.
Well then, but
Okay.
you shall do me a service first.
Um.
Since you have been
yes.
reticent to tell me tales of the world above, I shall require a service of you in the world below.
Okay.
I have recently made a friend.
Is it the Medusa lady?
I can see why you might call her such. Yes, my friend who has been trapped here, cursed and condemned to this foul fate for so many years in the lifetime of a mortal creature. For me, it has been basically overnight, but for her, it has been too long, and I should see her happy. If you can make her happy, I shall give you what you seek.
Okay.
I shall
Okay.
lead you to the Black Archive, as you call it.
How do we make her happy?
Yeah.
That
What?
is up to you, of course. I could not make it so easy.
Okay.
Can you give us a hint?
If it is not a transaction, it is not a transaction. No
Can
more
we-
than a raven is a writing desk.
Not with that attitude. Anyways,
Can we ask? I have a question. So-
yes.
It's not going to make her happy if we go in and we say, "Hey, Medusa lady, what is her name?"
All of my centuries of existence and all of my learning, and I do not remember. I don't know if I ever asked.
This is my
Mhm.
skeptical face.
What a further
All right.
complication for you.
Okay. I see how this is. I get it.
Do you?
Oh, I feel like Tsetseliya is so full of just wanting to blow up right now, and she's working very hard on keeping it all down because yelling at a ghost dragon underground seems like layers of mistakes, especially when that ghost dragon is the only person who can lead you to the books you need, probably. So she's
Very
just
well.
going to turn to Kayleth and be like, "Okay, we have a task. This can't be that hard." There's lots and lots of ways to make someone happy. We just have to figure out what the right one is.
Yeah, but do we like take out her eyes or something? Is that how she petrifies people? Maybe she doesn't want to petrify people.
If we just like cover our eyes, we can go talk to her, right?
Right.
And then we can ask her. Maybe she knows what she needs. And
Completely without warning, the dragon just sinks into the floor and disappears.
whoa, okay.
All
That
right.
was very disorienting.
I guess she's gonna be watching us to see what happens next.
Okay.
I have this feeling that that dragon is asking us to do this just for amusement.
I mean, is it the first time some kind of powerful entity said dance monkeys dance?
It is not, Sarshan says.
At least.
Am I still invisible? Can no one hear me? Oh no. Oh no.
We can hear you.
Oh, good.
Okay. She could see you, though. I didn't realize you were over here. So that's good to know. Can't be invisible to the dragon ghost.
Yes, well.
Okay. Well, all right. So she wants us to make the Medusa happy. We're going to have to go talk to the Medusa. I guess we could do the same thing we did before. We could do the talking out of the air thing.
I mean, how about
Although
let's take both approaches. One of us goes and confronts her, takes the direct approach, and one of us tries the less direct approach.
I think this could work. Do we have? Let me sift through my spell book.
Kayleth has blindness and deafness. She just blinds us all.
Yeah, just to check. So the Medusa, we have to be able to make eye contact with the Medusa to turn us to stone. But do we have to be able to?
Do we have to be able to?
I don't have my hat on.
But... Like, okay, so how does the Medusa's gaze work? Like, do we have to make eye contact and be able to?
I seem to recall you made a pretty high level Arcana check last time.
Yeah.
So
it's still in the thing. It was a 21.
Yes, you have heard of creatures called Medusas, which seems like an odd name for a creature because that sounds more like a name for a single individual. But let's just bypass that. And what you know of those creatures is that they have snakes for hair, and they are cursed by some entity or power or evil thing that they did or had done to them in the past, many times not for their fault. Thanks a lot, mythology. Mm-hmm. And what they do is that if you look into the Medusa's eyes, you will turn to stone.
Even if you're blind at the time?
If you cannot see the Medusa's eyes, then you will not turn to stone.
Okay. So if we're blinded, we'll be okay. I don't have any way, we don't actually, no, I don't know, Sarshan, do you have, like, paladin magic still that can undo?
I do have paladin magic.
Does it undo turning to stone?
Oh, I don't think I'm that powerful, though.
Okay.
Kayleth has blindness.
Right. I just wanted to check in case we needed a loophole here. But let's try this. If we go in there without being able to see her, where she could do something else to hurt us. Well, one of us say.
Wait, I have another idea.
What's that?
Pull out the book. He can talk to her.
Wait, I thought he could only talk to you.
Well,
I thought that was the deal, that like you're the only person that can hear Aiden in that skin book.
Here, let's try something. Here, take the book.
Okay. Oh, this is so creepy.
How does it feel, by the way?
It feels like weirdly alive, but not. Hold this book.
A little warm.
Yeah, weirdly warm.
Okay, so it's fun. So everything's going fine with it so far. Just open it, put your hand on it, see if he starts talking to you.
Okay.
Because so far he's only talked to me, but it might just be,
I will do that.
Okay.
I open the book and put my hand on it. I don't want to, but I will.
So, Kayleth, this is your spell book, right? Okay. What spell does she open the page to? You want me to determine it randomly?
Shatter.
Shadow. Okay.
Classic.
So
I
yeah,
just scroll down and stop that random amount of spell.
you see little
It's where the book
diagrams.
falls open, I think.
You see diagrams of like a skull bursting apart into pieces, and then like dark runes written all around it.
It's like I've opened the book to that page
Mhm.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
Like it just falls open there. You're like, oh, this one.
It's the binding is creased, right?
Okay. Hi, what's up, Aiden? Do you like being a book?
Nothing happens. The book is
Okay.
obviously magical. You can tell that it's magical.
If this is because of what I said earlier when you were a person, about how you were not good enough for Kayleth, obviously I was wrong. You're an excellent spellbook, and she clearly likes having you in her bag.
Still nothing.
Okay, either Aiden hates me still, or I can't talk to the book.
Can I hear Aiden?
You
Hey,
don't hear
Aiden.
anything.
All right, let's gonna take the book back. Aiden,
Yes,
could you hear Tsetseliya?
I can hear everything you can hear.
Could you talk to her?
I only wish to talk to you.
What if
You
I
are the only one who listens.
tell you to talk to someone else?
I don't think I can.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna try making you do that. All right.
I
Plan
only
B.
want to make
All
you
right.
happy.
Just. Sorry.
Plan B.
Amy.
Blind everyone.
Do you want to do a partial, like, blind me, and I'll go try to talk to her, and then if she attacks, or you could go, because I can cast Cure Wounds. Oh, Sarshan can cast Cure Wounds too, so.
I can.
I think I can go. I can do the direct route because she already knows your voice as Miriam's.
That's true. Although I always think when you do message, it's got a weird little echo to it. Sounds different than it does in my head.
It's like a voice modulator.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Okay. So you're going to cast blindness on yourself. You're going to go in there and talk to the Medusa. And do you know how to ask people about what they need to be happy? You're muted.
Oh,
I think you're muted.
Do you not just ask them?
I mean, a lot of times people don't know. You kind of got to guide them.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes people do know.
That's true. We could start with that. And then if she doesn't know or she says something preposterous, we can convince her that what she needs is like Stog's sheet music, maybe?
Speaking of which, do you have an extra copy on you just in case?
Always.
Okay, good. Oh, you can get if she actually does want music, you can have Miriam sing it.
I like it.
Okay.
Fake Miriam. Yeah.
Fake Miriam.
Got it.
So what's the plan?
Kayleth's gonna cast blindness on herself and go in and talk to the Medusa.
Well, Kayleth's gonna go as far as she can first before casting blindness on herself.
That seems wise. Reduce the bonking into walls step.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna stand like as close as makes sense. Before like I'm in the Medusa's range.
Okay.
And suggest Sarshan stand in the same vicinity, although he's still invisible, so I won't be able to tell what he's doing.
So Kayleth's probably gonna go about right here and then cast blindness and start stumbling her way along.
Go forward. Go forward. A little more. A little more. Watch out for that rock. Okay, you're fine.
Ow!
Okay.
What?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yee, 20.
Hey.
All right. You stubbed
Okay.
your toe a little bit, but like, you know how sometimes when you like touch your toe against something and you're like, oh no, rather than like when you go, bam, and it just hurts for a long time. You're more of the former. Like you found the rock and just kind of moved past it without hurting yourself.
That is some dang elven gracefulness. Okay, turn.
You end up in the arms of this statue, however.
Okay, that's not the Medusa. You need to turn to the right, but just a little bit, and then go forward.
Okay.
What is your passive perception, Kayleth?
Passive perception, not good. 10.
It's just 10. Okay. Yeah, you were momentarily kind of surrounded by these rigid arms that were just kind of like outstretched.
All right. Where do I go now? Can you see?
Yeah, keep going kind of right forward. Or you're facing that way. You're facing the right way. Go forward. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just going to creep up a little because I didn't see the Medusa, right?
You saw a brief glance.
Right,
of a
but in this
moving
first
figure.
room, when Kayleth walked
Not
through.
in the first room.
Okay,
no.
I'm gonna creep up a little farther. Okay, I'm just behind you. Okay, keep going forward. And then just say, "Hey, girlfriend," and see what happens.
Hello there, female friend of mine.
Gosh, you're bad at this.
Oh my god. All right. You hear, oh, hello. I thought there was someone here.
Keep going forward a little.
Don't move further, please.
Oh wait, don't.
Why not?
I would not want my curse to fall upon you unnecessarily.
I can't see right now, so.
So just stop where you are. You have taken a good precautionary step of blinding yourself.
What do you mean precaution? It's just that doesn't matter. That's not what I'm here. That's not why I'm here. I just wanted to ask you, are you happy?
That is a strange question from one who has just wandered into my lair.
Well, wandering into your lair has nothing to do with happiness. It's just a matter of where my feet took me.
Who are you to care about my happiness?
A friend of Miriam's.
Ah, I see. So you are another trick of Miriam's. Of course.
Do I look like a trick? Wait, what do you mean
I
trick?
cannot see you, only hear you.
Wait,
It would
you
not be
can't-
safe for me to look upon you.
You can't see either? Did you close your eyes? Look, I just want to know what would make you happy. That's all.
The cessation of my curse would no doubt make me happy.
Anything
Ask
simpler?
why.
Anything
ask
else?
why.
Why?
What part of it? Does she want to be around people?
Wait, is it just that you don't want to be cursed anymore, or do you want to have, friends who aren't stone? Or something else?
None can stand in my presence, lest they turn into statues.
I thought it was just if they met your eyes.
I see. So you know very little then.
Kayla's gonna start backing away a little.
Do not move. It
Um,
is not safe for you to move.
does Kayla feel like she's still able to move right now? Can she wiggle her toes?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
why is this screen going black?
Because now Kayleth can't see anything.
But I can see.
You can see Kayleth standing right there, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Look, this is the moment for
Don't forget the
Kayleth to
safe
get anxious. You should tell your friends to stay back as well. I would not want my curse to catch them unaware.
Ask her what her name is. Ask her what her name is.
What's your name?
A hospitable question. I am Anotha.
And Anotha, well, I am Kayleth Amakir. And I would like to help you lift your curse. Or
But you have given me more information than I gave you. It would only be fair for me to tell you where I hail from as well. I am the last of the folk of Mu.
oh my goodness. So Kayleth has no idea what that means, but she's gonna like delayed reaction. Dramatic. You know, I guess.
It does not surprise me that you have not heard of this place. Few have, for it was destroyed long ago.
Would you want to go back there?
I cannot. It
Would
is
you?
merely a graveyard of unseeing, unfeeling, and yet living corpses,
Are they all zombies?
just like the one beside you. Do not move, I suggested.
She's
Is
talking
it-
about Aiden, isn't she?
Oh, I thought it was the statue.
Make an insight check.
Both of us or just Kayla?
Both of you. You can both hear her.
Fair.
Okay.
I can't see what's standing beside you, so I have no idea. But you can't
Yeah.
either, but you do.
Just one hand creeps down and touches the cover of her spellbook.
Mistress, you are in danger.
Aiden, can you see?
I can see what you can see.
We really should have sprung for the deluxe package on you.
Perhaps, mistress.
Okay, wait.
You are facing a creature of unknown capability.
This is if I don't get back soon, Miriam is gonna wonder what happened to me.
Is she?
I'm gonna cast message. And be like, oh, my friend, did you meet my new friend? I sent her to cheer you up, but it doesn't seem like you're happy. Should I try again? Something better.
Make a deception check to see if she still buys it.
Please still buy this. I'm rolling so bad. A 14?
Oh, I think I have seen through your deception now.
Okay. I feel like
Okay.
I need to go in there.
Okay, but we did come from Miriam. We did come from Miriam. She did really ask us to find some way to make you happy. So we're doing this with just the really pure intentions.
I would like to go
Is
in there
that
because at this
so?
point I'm very concerned but I want to like cover my eyes so I can just see like what's in front of my feet. But like this.
No, Tsetseliya,
No.
don't.
No, I'm so very worried about you right now.
Okay. Yeah, you can go in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go up next to
And,
Kayleth. I'm not sure if that's where I put my mini because I can't see, but I figure I can do this and I can see Kayleth's feet, and just be like, "Hi, Anotha." Right? It's Anotha.
Yes, there is indeed a figure standing there not too far from you.
I see your feet.
You can.
Are they people feet? Like humanoid feet?
They are.
Okay, just checking. Snake feet, different kind of thing.
People
Or
feet.
one, snakes don't have feet.
They are bare.
Oh, I actually stood right on top of Kayleth. Oops.
They are bare, dark-skinned humanoid feet.
Okay.
Oh, you are a brave one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm that brave. You don't seem like you want to hurt people. It's just you keep calling it a curse. If
I have
it
but
was
to
something you
raise
liked.
I have but to raise my veil, and my curse shall fall upon you.
Okay, so don't raise your veil. We're just hanging out here. We're just chatting.
Very well. Who are you? And why
Uh,
have you pretended to be my friend, Miriam?
Well, my name's Tsetseliya. I pretended initially because we didn't know if you were someone dangerous. We just sort of wanted to figure out where we were going here, whether
Definitely someone dangerous.
well, but I also think that it's worth noting you're not someone cruel. Because you could say the same thing about Kayleth and me here. Kayleth is a necromancer. Do you think people like knowing she's a necromancer? They're very afraid of her all the time. The children run screaming.
Hey.
Shh.
Oh.
She has
I miss
her
seeing
boyfriend is a
children
skin
run.
book.
I miss seeing children run. I miss seeing children.
They're not that great. They're very sticky. But I mean, well, so Miriam makes it sound like you're not very happy, and you sound like you're very lonely.
Perhaps. Have
Well,
you come to assuage my loneliness?
I mean, we can hang out. But, what if there was somebody who you could spend time with that you didn't have to worry about wearing a veil? You could just be yourself. Is that what you need?
To be free of my curse.
Well, no. I mean, because I don't quite know how we address that particular aspect. To be perfectly honest, was this always the thing, or were you just around other Medusas before?
So a hand touches your hand. She has walked over to you.
Hi. You got very close when I wasn't looking. Ha ha ha.
Do you and she's like trying to push your hand out of the way.
Okay. I've got my eyes closed now.
She says, that means little. It is my veil that is protecting you.
Okay. So open my eyes.
She can see this kind of ageless, dark-skinned woman with this veil half over her face. It's only showing her mouth and like the tip of her nose.
Okay. Can you see through that?
She's dressed in rags. And she says, no.
Well, that sounds tough. Okay. So, just to get this story straight, were you born this way, or was this done to you?
I disobeyed my God, and in his fury, he brought down ruin upon my land and cursed my people.
Who is your god?
To speak his name would be to drive you mad.
Well,
or to call him to us. Either of which would be doom for you.
But you must have called him something.
We did.
And
And that
their
was our
civilization
error.
ended. Well, okay. Not to be rude, sounds like a crap god.
Do we have any idea what god she's speaking about? Talking about?
I feel like it's probably in this Book of Warlock Pacts. Accurate?
Make a Arcana check.
29.
Wow.
Critical Arcana check. I really
Nice.
have been studying this
Nice.
book because one of these has got to be the answer because I can't keep wearing this thing. It's giving me a headache.
Okay. So, her description plus the reference to her homeland of Mu, M-U, kind of reminds you briefly of this story that you read once upon a time about an island realm that worshipped a volcano god that would rise, that the village built upon the slopes of the volcano. All the windows would face away from the volcano, for to look upon the god was to risk doom. And one day the god rose and destroyed the land of Mu.
Oh.
But even that book didn't name the entity that they were talking about.
Got it.
Some kind of ancient primordial creature, or something from the far realm, perhaps.
That was the vibe I was expecting. But primordial also. Okay. Well, okay.
Not a god, but like another equally powerful entity. A great old one, perhaps.
So, question one, you don't have that guy's sending address, right? That god? You don't talk to anymore, right?
I am still his priestess. It will never leave me. Not while I carry all the souls of the folk of Mu within myself.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility.
It is a heavy burden, yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
If this burden were eased, perhaps that would make me happy.
so if we got the souls out of you and on to the next step of their afterlife, maybe? Or can we put them in something else? Is that a thing, Kayleth?
So now that you're standing there and kind of looking around her lair, you see more statues. And when I say these things look lifelike, I mean they look extremely lifelike. Not like stone that's just shaped like a person, but like an actual person.
Like we didn't stumble on her hobby of carving.
No, like they're frozen solid, and like they have lost color, like it has bled out of them, but they have not taken on the consistency of stone exactly.
Got it.
The one that's nearest you, since you're standing right next to it, looks more like wood than like stone.
Wild. Okay. Ooh. Can you take extra souls out of someone? Is that within your necromantic capabilities, Kayleth?
Soul cage?
Yeah, can we try that?
Well, it has to be when the person's on the brink of dying.
The one other detail that you notice about this layer, just to give you one more thing, is that along the walls are like diamond-shaped stones that kind of protrude like pebbles that are just kind of rising out of the stone. It looks like the wall is pockmarked.
Huh. Is this your decor, Anotha? Did you?
Oh, those are the eyes of my god.
Oh.
He's sleeping
Well, that's good.
for now.
Well, so sorry, go ahead.
I am not responsible for any of these poor souls who
Oh,
find themselves frozen in my lair.
that's your
My
gods.
god's jealousy is responsible.
What if we leave this room and go out into the hallway? Is that an option?
It is too late for that. If you were to try to leave, the eyes would open and you would start to freeze.
Oh,
Your body to be
see.
drained of its moisture and to turn to something dead but not dying.
got it. Well,
So do not.
What if we just cover the eyes? We cover all the walls so they can't see.
Well, there are many, many eyes. You could make an attempt to do something like that. Sure.
Let's see, what do we have? I'm assuming can't really just cast blindness on each individual one. Ooh, these are all stone
Oh.
walls. Can we shatter them?
Are you asking me? Are you asking?
Oh, talking to
Okay.
Cecilia.
I mean, I think it's a good option. My best, I think I could probably make some stone carver tools and start chipping, but that's not magical, and that would take forever.
And that
So-
says, oh, if you damage them, you risk awakening my god and inviting his wrath.
Okay.
I am sorry
So-
that you have wandered into this trap.
I mean, same. What can we do to get around this? We could if we blast all of them.
Wait,
What?
Leomon's tiny hut.
Hey.
We get all of us into the hut, make it opaque so we can't see in or out, and then go in and out shattering, or just like stick a single
Stick
hand through and shatter.
out and shatter. I like this plan a lot.
As she looks at you and says, that is a solution I had not heard before.
Because we are slightly insane to be thinking of it.
Smidge.
It takes a certain oddity of thought to counteract a being beyond such matters as mortal minds.
Can you? So, question. Our friend came in here earlier while invisible did not have this problem. Does invisibility not trigger the god eyes? Or did he just not come as far as we thought?
Invisibility would not protect anyone.
So he just didn't go as far as we thought.
Well, my god has not awakened.
Oh, but if we leave, it's going to wake up?
I believe there is a chance that happens.
But not a definite.
Not definite, no.
Okay.
She looks a little forlorn.
But we should get you out of here too, I feel like.
I apologize. I did not want you to leave.
Well, I mean,
It is possible
fair.
you could. It is possible you could leave safely, if you were quiet and stealthy.
But you leaving seems like what you need to be happy. You don't need to be in this room.
Yes.
A lot of things are still a problem, but this is the big one. You have to break up with your god, basically.
I have to break the pact that lies between us.
Okay, so my entire experience with that is not that direction. I've been dumped, but I have not done the dumping. Is there anything in this warlock book that I have decided I'm carrying with me that might have something about breaking pacts?
All right, you open up the
Actually-
book. You just scroll very quickly to the breaking pacts part.
Would you be willing to make a pact with someone else who's bigger and tougher? Because I know a guy. I actually know a guy. Oh, okay. We can get you a pact. It might be one of those trading one problem for a different problem, but it would mean you could leave this room, I think.
And he likes secrets. This is a very secret place.
Wait, did I
Oh.
tell you that?
Are we talking about the same?
I was talking about Jurgle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't he the one who
Caleb.
likes secrets?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's right. He
yeah.
did like secrets. I forgot. I thought that was your friend in the stacks. Anyway, that's right. We looked at the thing and you're like, that's not the guy though. Okay. I forgot we had that conversation. It's been a lot. This is a weird place. It feels like we've been here for weeks and weeks and weeks. Even though it's only been like a day and a half.
Time is strange in this place.
Okay. So that is one way I know you can break a pact. If you just find someone else who's willing to kind of do that power transfer.
Very
I have
well.
I have a third option to throw out. Where are the eyes? The items.
All along the walls.
What about the ceiling?
Yes, they're on the ceiling as well.
Dang it, never mind. I was gonna suggest make a wall of water and just, cover them up. But you can't, it doesn't go as high as the ceiling. Also can't cover the ceiling. Never mind, we have
What
two
if
options.
I use speak with animals to get a bunch of cockroaches in here and cover the walls with them.
Can you do that? Sargent says.
Oh my god! Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Okay.
still visible, aren't I?
Well, just in case you missed it, we might be doomed in here. I don't know. I've never actually tried to get cockroaches to come into a room. So.
But the cockroaches all get turned to stone?
Do we care?
No, not really. Sacrifices. If we sacrifice those lives to your god, will it be appeased?
I
There
feel
is
like it's
no
going to be at least
appeasing.
10,000 cockroaches. That's got to
There-
be worth half of
There is no appeasing
And-
the great doom of Mew.
And if we do that, we might get we might be able to get Candlekeep to pay us for extermination.
Okay.
But it sounds like we have
Do you want to?
two
I know.
options.
Do you want to order these options? We have Tiny Head and Shatterhand. We have cockroach wall and run. We have trade up, and then we have. Do we have another one? Did I forget one?
I was suggesting wall of water, but that won't cover the ceiling. So
Here we go. What do you think? 3 options. Should we just start at the top? See if we can get the guy to come, or
So Anoth is looking, is like looking past you, and she just moves over to the wall and places her hands over eyes that had started to open on the wall, and she says, "Whatever you would do, do it quickly."
okay. Feel like we're in the tiny hut at this point because
tiny hut
This
it
is-
is.
the other 2 take time. Do you have a tiny hut?
Yes, actually,
Okay,
Caleb
good.
does.
I was just suddenly like, we're not thinking of something Stong casts, right? Because he didn't come.
Okay.
All right, Caleb is gonna cast tiny hut. Everyone,
All right,
everyone, get in
how
there.
long does it take to cast Liamon's tiny hut?
11 minutes.
11 minutes.
While she's casting tiny hut, I'm gonna make cockroach noises just in case. We'll just double up.
So you start you start hearing and feeling that the ground around you start vibrating.
Are there eyes on the floor?
You don't see any eyes on the floor.
Thank God. I'm thinking we just run. I'm getting to the just run point. Like we tried. Have any cockroaches come to my Gondor's request for aid?
Or rats? Can you just make a general call for vermin?
Yeah, well, I think it's different sounds for different things.
So you are trying to speak to things and draw them to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that unlocked.
Yeah, make a persuasion check, I guess.
14. I am rolling so bad tonight.
All right, you do see a few rats and cockroaches and other vermin start trickling in.
Is it, hey, come here.
You also see another eye open over here.
Jump on that!
And one of the rats, let me get a rat token, because I so rarely get the chance to use a rat token. Because you're so far beyond them in terms of level at this point.
No, they're just our little helper buddies.
That's right. Okay, this rat goes to block that one.
Thank you, rat. Get all your friends. Because we need many, many more here.
Oh, those poor rats. They're just gonna be stoned.
Okay. All right, so it has now been 1 minute.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep track here.
So the Jurgle said go somewhere dark and alone. Was that the? Am I remembering that right?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a place in this that's particularly off to the corner? Like if I go over here, well, those eyes are all opening. If I go over here, away from everybody, and I go, hey, I have a secret. God, I don't remember how to do this.
Just
Very keen on this plan all of a sudden.
Just try saying you have a secret and see what happens. You have a secret to tell.
I have a secret to tell. And
Okay, make a
someone wants to make a pact.
make an Arcana or Religion check with your Charisma modifier instead of your Intelligence modifier.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this will be one more.
So basically, yeah.
I don't know how many 14s I've rolled. I say it's right there. 3. So
All right.
15.
All right.
15.
If he's coming, it's taken some time.
Oh my god. Okay.
How many minutes of the tiny hut?
That has now been 2 minutes.
That's just 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. Can Kayleth talk faster to speed it up?
Another eye opens here. Okay, so when
Can
these crystalline growths open, they just kind of open into these red glowing eyes that look like diamonds filled with blood.
Ew.
And they just start blinking.
Another. If we blast these, will that make them all open up at once? Or
You do not know.
okay.
I have a feeling that if we try anything half-hearted, it's just gonna piss them off.
Why are you talking to me? Cast faster.
Cast.
Okay. I want to come back and help her, but I feel like we need to get out of here.
Where are you trying to put the hut, by the way, Kayleth?
Right here.
Okay. And it's a 10 by 10 hut?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just going to... Okay, so that's the box that it's going to be eventually. Casting the spell.
Oh wait, I do have Lester, but that doesn't change that.
Pacing nervously as I cast.
Oh, I am desperately trying to find something clever to do, and it's failing.
Okay. It has now been 3 minutes.
Are your rats just jumping onto the open eyes to cover them?
I don't know if they're coming. I just
Wait,
had
I
a
thought you said
couple.
there were a few.
He said there were a couple, and one of them jumped on the eye, but I didn't roll very well. So first to be
Right.
done.
Well, you got 2 rats, and they block these 2 eyes. This one over
Well, I thought Miriam was.
here,
Or not, I
and
thought
this
Nothin
one
was
over
covering
here.
that. Okay.
What about
Okay.
cockroaches? Can you just like cover this one over here?
Anotha is covering that one.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Do we have any other possible plans? I don't
She
have-
says, "Do not allow the eyes to see you. That is how their power will activate. It matters not if you can see them, but if
They
there is
can't
nothing
see.
obstructing you, their power will fall upon you."
Just gonna. So now that we're like here, can we see the rest of this room? It's still dark.
Yes. Hold on. Let me reveal that.
Oh, it's a 10-foot radius, not a 10-foot.
Well, right now this is
Diameter.
Oh,
our
it's
safe
a-
spot.
It's
my.
it's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be bigger than this.
Oh no, we can't leave. Fun. What if we just hold up a cape, a cloak, or something?
To cover those eyes.
If we just cover ourselves like we're wearing ghost costumes, it can't see us, right?
Do we have stuff to cover ourselves with?
I mean, I'm wearing multiple layers of clothing right now, so I think that should be. There's something here.
Okay.
Oh
you
wait,
gonna-
didn't we?
you gonna try that?
Didn't we put on the robes? We put on robes of the Candlekeep people before we came here, didn't we? Did we?
That would make sense. I
Oh
don't
no,
remember
that
doing
was no. We did the
What
disguise
was it?
self.
Yeah, I seem to think that was you disguising yourselves.
Yeah, it was disguise self.
Well, while we are, except okay, are there eyes, in this vicinity that are like potentially going to open, like nearby Kayleth and Tsetseliya?
Would you like to try and figure out where an eye is going
I
to open?
very much would like to do that.
Okay.
What do I roll?
It would either be a nature or arcana check, I suppose.
21.
Excellent. All right, you're pretty sure that an eye is going to open here. See where I'm pointing?
Uh-huh.
And here.
Okay.
So if we stay generally where we are right now, it's safe so far. Still. How much time has passed?
4 minutes have passed.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take my, do I still have that cloak of protection?
Eric, are you counting this in real time?
More or less.
Okay, so we just
Okay.
talk really slowly.
I'm going to
5
get
minutes have passed.
the cloak of protection out from the various layers of my clothing because I turned it into sort of a skirt. And I am going to actually hand Sarshan, because he's over here somewhere, and be like, can you hold this up? And then what I would like to do is to kind of try to reach around and blast where I think the eye is going to open and see if I can destroy the
Okay.
eye.
Okay.
And if I can't, we've got the shield of the cloak up, and it won't be able to see us. So we're just gonna give that a shot, and if we turn to stone, Kayleth continue the.
Okay. Which eye are you gonna blast at?
The one that's
Can you get on
over
the map,
here.
please?
This one. Is
Okay.
it already open?
This one. It's starting to open.
Yeah, I would like to blast it.
Okay. Yep. Sarshan comes and holds this
Channel
cloak.
that excellent. Oh, for crying out loud. 15. Oh, but I have multiples, don't I?
You do?
Yes,
Yeah.
I still have 3. Okay, so 15.
Are you blasting all the same eye?
I would like to blast that eye 3 times.
Okay.
So a 15, a 22, and an 18.
Those all hit.
Channel that gift of the Shemi nature spirit. 12, 10, 12. So that is 34.
Jeez. Okay. That eye closes again.
Well, that's good.
It just closed.
Okay.
That's all.
But now the ground starts actively shaking and more eyes start opening.
Okay.
How many minutes has it been now?
It has now been 6 minutes, and now
What are you gonna do if you turn us into stone? Is this just how you get a summer break? Is that the plan?
hey, spoilers. Okay, so now Sarshan is in the is in line of effect from.
I did
one
not
of the
want
eyes.
him to move out of the way. I wanted to reach around so that he was
Yeah.
holding the shield up. Just to clarify.
Yeah, Sarshan is in line of effect, but Tsetseliya is not.
But he's holding
So-
the thing up.
Yeah, he's still gonna make a save here.
No! My plan was faultless!
His saves are pretty good. I mean, not that good though. All right,
Oh, no.
you
Crap.
see him kind of stiffen, and he goes, well, I don't know, is he still invisible? Maybe
He's
you
still
don't see him
invisible.
start,
We don't-
start to stiffen.
But yeah, we don't see anything.
You do see the cloak start to droop, and he goes, it's pulling energy out of me.
Ah, okay.
It's like it's feeding on me.
Is this god a vampire?
Kayleth gets real excited.
Crap. Okay, Kayleth, are you okay? Shoot.
How much time has it been?
It's now been 7 minutes, and more eyes are starting to open now in this chamber down here.
Is it possible to pause in the middle of the casting, cast another spell, and then come back to this one?
Sure. Although it's going to require a check to maintain your focus. Otherwise,
Okay.
the spell will fizzle and be ruined.
Okay, I'm thinking emergency action, wall of water just around us. It's not going to protect us from the ceiling, but if we can like crouch down and just spread the blanket, spread your cloak out over us.
okay. While she's doing that, I think Tsetseliya would panic cast Lesser Restoration on Sarshan. I don't strongly suspect this is going to work, but that's what my character would do.
Okay.
Any chance that helps him shake it?
Okay, so the invisibility finally fades. You're pretty sure it just wore off, right? And you see him standing there, like stiff and like, you know how you feel like when your muscles are nearly frozen up and cramped?
Mm-hmm.
That's how he looks. And he looks to you and he goes, "Oh, thank you." He holds the cloak up
Did it do
protectively.
anything?
It did. It gave me a little extra burst of energy. All right,
Okay,
Kayleth.
So this is
So you
Sorry,
are sort of in line of effect to this one here. So I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save, please.
17.
17. Okay. You're good. So you cast this wall of water?
Well, if I rolled a 17, does that mean I have like partial immunity while I continue to stand there? Because you know the effects.
That is not what that means, though.
Oh, wall of water it is.
Okay. And would you like me to draw your wall of water? Just tell me where it goes. Same place where the hut
about
is?
that, about this big.
Okay.
Just enough so everyone can get inside. Oops, sorry, that's you.
Where did you go?
Just
I'm
standing
under
on
you.
top of-
Oh,
All right, so I'm just going to change this to blue. So the wall of water is basically that. All right, so the wall of water is now obscuring that space.
what's the
Okay.
ceiling doing?
Well, you breathe a brief sigh of relief. Your breathing starts to slacken a bit, and then you see that there's movement on the ceiling, and eyes are starting to stir on the ceiling.
Cape.
Okay.
Throw the cloak over everyone.
Just hiding under the cloak.
Just crouch it down on the floor and get
I'm
us.
about to make a very crazy decision. Are we close to the tiny hut being done? Because Tsetseliya's about to like.
It's been 8 minutes.
Okay. We're all gonna die. I feel like.
Well, just throw the cloak over us. Everyone huddle in as close as possible and just cover every.
We're all curled under this cloak. But
So-
I don't know. Is the cloak helped?
Yeah, it did,
Okay.
actually. Sarshan kind of closes his eyes and he says, "Spirits of the ancients protect us," and you can see the light of his faith is kind of on all of you. It's enhancing your saving throws. I just added that math in because you know he's a paladin and everything. But yeah, eyes are starting to open on the ceiling.
So in this moment, do I have a sense that we're going to be able to push through to the hut coming on, or are we like approaching boat?
You're approaching a moment where either of those is an equal possibility. It's gonna be close.
Okay. Based on here's another question. I did roll that amazing 29, so I basically have read all of this guy's blog. If I call out to the Great Doom of Mu, is there any chance that it will take notice of me and hold off for a second?
Possibly.
Okay, because I think that's what Tsetseliya would do right now if she has read this Warlock book enough to roll a 29. I think that she's got a sense of the potential chain of pacts, and so she would like to call out like she's going to make a pact with this thing. And either Kayleth's thing will go off and we won't have to answer this question, or I'm just going to be a great old one Warlock for a minute and nobody has to get turned into stone. So Tsetseliya's going to jump out from under the cloak and go, "Hey, Great Doom of Mu! I want to make a deal!"
So you expose yourself to all the eyes, and you can now see that there are many, many eyes, like a forest of eyes all over the place, just staring down at you. And hold on one second here.
It's a very intimidating shout. I seem like a catch. Trust me.
Okay.
Like
As
a
these
volcano.
eyes-
I erupt like a volcano. Embody it.
As these eyes are staring down at you, a name comes across your mind, and that name is Gadanathoa. It's not a
Is that in the
familiar
book?
name,
Nope.
but it is, you know that it is the name of this entity that you are calling upon. And the eyes stare at you, but they do nothing. Like no power has struck you.
I have heard of your terrible greatness. I have left the heart of the piercing, seeking great power. Your servant has told me of your might and terribleness. I have a great enemy to defeat. And I'm seeking assistance. Ignore these other ones. Tell me what you will.
Okay. Eyes blink at you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 13.
Okay. Do you want to take the benefit of Sarshan's power as well?
Oh, yes, I would, please. Thank you.
Okay. All right. You start to feel your body starts to feel like it starts to cramp up, like your limbs, your hands, and your arms.
Oh,
and
I would like to also, by the way, add a +4 with my flash of genius.
Okay.
So that turns into a, what is Sarshan's add?
It's 4, I believe.
Okay, so I add 8 to that, so we're at a 21 now. I have adjusted my stance or something with my flash of genius to transfer this energy.
It feels more like a prickling, like faint numbness. And you hear this rumble, which you think might be in the ground or might be in yourself.
Does it happen to be coinciding with the tiny hut closing around me? Actually, I think Tsetseliya's right on the edge of wanting it to close over. I'd be like, nah, let's do this.
Anath looks at you and says, "No, you must not give yourself to the great old one.
No,
you must not."
Well, I would like to discuss terms. That's the thing with these.
There are no terms with the doom of Mew. Oh.
Well, I don't
this
agree.
is terrible. All right. So
no, I think you need to show me. You need to show me what I'm bargaining for here, Great Doom of Mew. Take at least 2 minutes to explain it.
Is the tiny hut up yet? Is the tiny hut up yet?
It has been 9 minutes.
1 minute. 1 minute of explanation. I would like to see the full panoply of your power.
It takes
Show
11
me how
minutes.
you destroyed Mew.
It takes
I'm
11
very
minutes.
Interested.
2 minutes. You need 2 minutes.
You
2
see,
minutes of destruction of Mew, please. Full tour.
you suddenly get a flash of like images in your head.
That's not nice, is it?
Oh, it is not. It is not. All right. So this entity communicates not with words, but with thoughts, and sends it right into your head. You see yourself standing on the slope of a volcano, and below you is a village. Or actually, you're standing in the midst of the village. There are little huts surrounding you, mud huts with volcanic rock built in with the mud holding it together. And all the windows are facing down away from the volcano. And you look up and you see the volcano, fire and magma starts bursting out of it. And there are people outside around you. You're just standing in this group of people. And they all look, and those who look directly at the volcano are the first ones to feel the terror of the coming great old one. For a thing is rising out of the volcano, a thing beyond comprehension. It is large and horribly unlike anything else of a natural background. It rears up, its underside bristling with eye-like otherworldly globes and portals swirling with colors. It looks like a forest of eyes and teeth. And all around you, people who are seeing this thing are turning into statues, living statues. You watch as their flesh just turns it ossifies and turns them into mummies, essentially, as they're staring at this thing. And you see the magma start rolling down the mountain toward the village. And you see this creature just, it pulls itself up on many lanky, twisting arms and rises up into the sky. Huge, terrible, larger than any creature you have ever seen before.
I do not think Tsetseliya feels cocky in this moment. I think Tsetseliya feels like an ant who has made a very big mistake.
And then you see the thing coming toward you, and you hear a cry growing louder in your mind, which is saying, Tsetseliya, Tsetseliya. And then abruptly, the vision ends, and you are inside the tiny hut.
Oh my god. I feel like Tsetseliya at this moment, she just breaks down, like, sobbing. Like, that was very close. That was very close.
It was very close. Sarshan immediately catches Tsetseliya, and he's like, it's all right. It's all right. We're all right.
Do we get Anotha in, or is she still outside?
She's sitting down next to you
Okay.
with her legs crossed.
I don't think it's gonna make a deal.
And that might be a good place for us to take our break, I think.
Yeah.
So, Yang Yang, cue us up for 10 minutes, and we shall see you all later. In the meantime, has anybody heard of Gadanathoa?
I have
Or
not.
the Island of Mu?
That I've heard of, but not Gadanathoa.
Anyone else a Lovecraft fan? Okay, anyway. So, we'll see you all shortly. Don't go away. We're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. So there's a moment of peace and calm in this Leomund's tiny hut before the reality of what do we do next sets in.
Yeah, because looking through her spell book, Kayleth realizes something pretty important.
Wait, what?
Turns out you can't really cast spells from in here. And you can't leave, otherwise the hut collapses.
Okay. But
we're safe for now. We'll be safe for 8 hours.
Okay, we've bought some time.
Anas
Okay.
looks over at you and says, "You are very brave."
Me?
I wouldn't
Her?
call
Us?
I wouldn't call speed reading and skipping some important passages about what spell effects are bravery.
I mean, you were casting under a lot of pressure, though.
I've never had so many eyes on me before. It's getting some performance anxiety.
I'm gonna tell you, that's not all of them.
You risked the petrifying gaze of the doom of Mew. For what? For me.
Well, yeah.
I owe you a debt.
I mean, we're just trying to help out, and also, Miriam asked us to, because she's worried about you, I think.
She is a good
She's
friend
so-
in her way.
She's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yes, that
But-
too.
But she does seem like she cares about you. We actually asked Miriam for help, and this was the thing she wanted most. She wanted us to figure out how to help you. And hearing your story, I also think helping you seems good, because this is not fair. But we do return to the fact that we don't have a good solution just yet. Okay, so I'm not in love with the make a warlock pact with the Great Doom of Mu. Having heard it out, I feel like I almost went insane listening to it, and I might go all the way if I have to again. But it's on the table because I'd rather lose my mind to, a glimpse of the cold depths of the cosmos than die. Generally. But what else have we got?
So, I mean, Leoman's tiny hut does say, the spell ends if you leave the area. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. But so we stay inside, but it doesn't say we can't poke parts of our body out. As long as, is this like an all or nothing thing? Or is it like, if our feet and the majority of our body stay in, but like one hand goes through the hut?
Is this
I
where
was
we want to
kind of-
test the semantic barriers of magic? Sorry.
I was kind of picturing it as being an actual structure.
Right, so then it has doors and windows that things are meant to go through.
I suppose that's possible,
'Cause
yes.
otherwise, it's not a hut, it's a prison. And they would have
Sarshan-
called it Leoman's tiny prison.
Sarshan puts his hand on Tsetseliya's shoulder and says, "You have risked so much. Just, you can rest for a moment."
We have 8 hours to rest and figure this out. Right.
That's a number of moments.
Yeah, because well, okay. Is it Anotha or Anoth? Anoth. Did I get her name wrong before?
No. Either of those are correct.
Okay. So, does it regularly close its eyes? Is it possible we just wait him out?
It is possible. It is possible the eyes will remain for years.
Okay.
So the earth shakes a little bit beneath you.
What is
And
that?
I think the god is angry.
Oh. Well,
You have spurned him.
I mean, technically, I didn't do anything. Kayleth's spell just came between us. Really, we're like star-crossed lovers. Except one of us is an eldritch abomination, and one of us is not actually super interested in the offer.
Just
Gee,
not
that
that
sounds
into him.
familiar.
Well,
I'm gonna flip while we're talking. I'm gonna flip through my artificer notebook and see if there's something that might help. That if I took a long rest, I might decide to prepare. Like, I
you
feel
do
like
have enough time to take a long rest if you want to.
this is why I want to flip through it fast, because like, it's gonna be like wake up, do it, go. I think. But I don't know how well that's gonna go because I just don't see a lot of options here. You have expeditious retreat. That's gonna help one person, me. Gosh, I really miss solving problems by throwing extremely powerful spells at them. And leaving this part to other people like Stog, who is good at it.
I think you're very good at it, Sarshan says.
You're a little biased, but I appreciate it.
Well, yes, but I think you were very clever.
I mean, foolhardy and clever are not synonyms, as my father would say.
Oh,
I
you're
can
right.
cast rope trick, but that's basically this again. That only lasts for an hour. Yeah, we're boned. I can have a nice nap before I become a crazy warlock.
Do we have any kind of magic to travel great distances? Sarshan asks.
I don't think so. I might be able to. Well, let me think, because I can make things, right? I can do like this stuff. I can make infusions, but I gotta figure out what's available. I don't know. Let's think of as many options as we can here. Why are you not giving me options here? What do you think, Kayleth? Do we have another choice here?
Does the DM say we can loophole Liam's tiny hut? Well, based on our understanding of the spell, are there workarounds?
Let's see. So a 10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. The spell ends if you leave its area. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. Okay, so...
What?
Okay, if Kayleth leaves the hut, the spell ends.
Okay.
Other people can leave the hut, and the spell does not necessarily end.
But who else has something that can take out the eyes? Does Sarshan have anything?
Well, I'm pretty good at resisting evil magic, Sarshan says. I could run for help.
Can Miriam fight it?
Miriam can't be turned to stone, right?
She's sitting there cross-legged,
Miriam?
just kind of pondering. She looks up at you. Yes?
Wait, Miriam, the dragon, can she
Is sitting
fight
cross-legged?
it?
Oh, no, sorry. Anoth is sitting there.
Oh.
She says, well, we could find Miriam, perhaps.
I'm wondering if we... Guys, I'm sorry. There's like so many things in here. It's a little overwhelming. I'm wondering if we... So the eyes are on the ceiling and the walls, but they're not on the floor. Can we like make a tunnel? Do we have a way to make a tunnel that isn't blow up the tiny... I guess that's another question. Is the tiny hut also the floor? Because I see a problem if it's the floor.
Not, according to the spell, it is not. So you could go under it, theoretically.
Can I make infusions in the hut since you can't cast spells in the hut?
Yeah, you just can't cast them out of the hut.
Okay, got
Like
it.
you can't cast spells from inside to outside, or vice versa.
It's gonna take me a while to go through all the possible things I know how to make. There's a lot. I'm suspecting none of them are a item of charm, eldritch evil. So that's a thing. But
Do you know any?
Sidebar.
Do you
I
know any
looked up-
spells to protect from petrification?
I don't think so. I will say I there's a thing called Orb of Time. The first couple hits, if you Google this, sound well. The 9 tiers of the prophets delivered to the Bajoran people. Like, ooh, that's got. Oh wait, that's not the right. Turns out Orb of Time just tells you if it's morning, noon, or night. Being an artificer is a thing. Maybe I do want to make a deal with the evil, except I don't. I mean, I don't actually even know if that will let everybody get by, so... okay. So... Alright. Do we know any spells that fix petrification? That would be like Greater Restoration. And that's it?
Greater Restoration would do that, yes.
Anything else?
There are other spells that could theoretically do that. I think a heal spell would do that as well, but I need to look that up specifically.
I feel like these are going to be things that are not in our wheelhouses, though. So making a break for it and then fixing the problem after is probably not the best plan here.
So with Leoman's tiny hut, it's we can see outside, but the eyes can't see in. So can we see what the eyes are doing right now?
Ooh, good point.
Mostly just blinking at you
Is
while
there,
at the hut.
could we possibly vampiric touch a god?
I mean, I'm sure you could do that.
Here's a question. Can I cast message to talk to the manifestation of the Great Doom of Mu?
How many eyes are there?
Because maybe we just have to figure out what would make the Great Doom
Dozens.
of Mu happy.
So, how many of them can see the path?
Oh no. Dude, okay, petrification is resolved. Well, okay, this is actually, Tsetseliya should probably make an Arcana check to know this. But Greater Restoration and Wish are the only two things that fix petrification that are listed. Oh, it says maybe you can use Remove Curse or Dispel Magic, but only if it was caused by a curse or a spell.
How
Which
many?
we don't actually
eyes
know
were
what
there?
it's doing. And yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, finish.
It would
We don't-
also allow you to cast the Flesh to Stone spell backwards to reverse the effect of a petrified person.
Do you know that spell, Kayleth?
But that would just be a house rolled thing. Sarshan says, Skaha knows that spell.
Okay, but she's not here, and I feel like saying, can you make your way into Candlekeep and then into the basement of Candlekeep because we're being held hostage by an Eldritch Evil might be a big ask. What if we do...
True.
So,
Okay, is there anything that doesn't get petrified?
is it so that you said there are dozens of eyes open, but really all we need to do is blind the eyes that can see, that will see us as we run from our current location out to safety. How many eyes is that?
Anna says,
How wide can you cast blindness? Is
the
question.
the curse of Gadanathoa can be blocked by any opaque surface.
So
a simple
literally,
cloth will
if
do.
we cover ourselves with a blanket, it can't see us.
Do you have a blanket of suitable size?
First question, does that work?
Theoretically,
It sounds like it works.
Okay. So Okay, so we just have to make some kind of a barrier.
Kayleth has nothing. Unless we shatter some stones and then somehow cover ourselves with it.
Like little caddisfly larvae. And just to be clear, invisibility doesn't make a difference. Because she said that Sarshan would have been in trouble if the eyes had opened.
She did say that.
Okay, so that's gonna work.
Sarshan's
This is such an
thinking real
interesting
hard.
problem.
Sarshan's thinking real hard. You can see the wheels turning in his intelligence 9.
Don't hurt yourself.
I thought I had an idea, but I didn't. You had said something about using big flashy magic. What about small subtle magic?
I mean, I guess that's a thing.
It was something like that. I don't know. I'll keep thinking.
I mean, okay, here's the thought. I can cast pyrotechnics. Big flashy. We can make a either I can make a big explosion of light and blind all the eyes, or I can make a lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Eyes can't see through the smoke. We'll just have to kind of feel our way through to get there. We'll be, I feel like heavily obscured is the phrase that comes to mind.
That could work, Anoth says.
Okay, if we're gonna do that, I have to take a nap because my head is killing me even more now, and I don't quite remember how to cast it.
Of course, of course.
Tsetseliya's just gonna like find a spot, curl up. I'm just gonna use Sarshan's leg as a pillow.
Yep.
So if there's
Sarshan
the
pulls out
elves
his
want
plate.
to use the awake time to come up with more plans, I'm fine with that. But
I have another plan. Use summon undead. Create a bunch of summon a bunch of putrid undead spirits to drape themselves around us and cover us as we leave.
Wow. Okay, so Sarshan is going to pull out his flute and start playing. Because he might not be able to think of a solution, but he can do that.
is Sarshan good at playing the flute?
I'm going to roll that and find out. He's actually trained in using the flute. Oh, wow. Okay. Which means he gets his proficiency modifier too. So we got a 27
Okay.
on his check to play the flute.
That's good because, you know, when you say, I'm going to take a nap, and then your boyfriend pulls out a flute and is like, beep, 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 that's not good. But okay, this sounds like it's helping. So Tsetseliya's going to try to cram a long rest in here. It will involve a little fudging since we did chat for a while in the hut, and the hut lasts for 8 hours. But we were just sitting. That still counts as resting. And then sort of speed prep. Something. We're going to try and do... that one. They got that one. Pick this one up. We're going to do undead and pyrotechnics. Because I don't mind doubling up. Can anyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I can hear what you're saying. Sarshan's just playing
Should
his
we
flute.
double up the pyrotechnics and the undead? Question mark.
That's really a question for Kayleth.
I am asking Kayleth this question.
Sorry, The sound cut out for a bit. What did you say?
Oh, I said, do we want to double up pyrotechnics and undead drapery?
Kayleth doesn't have. Sorry, brain just caught up. Yes, let's double up. I thought
Great.
you were asking if Kayleth had pyrotechnics too.
No,
I
I
processed-
will need a, wait a second. Okay, I will need fire to start with, and we should start the smoke before the hut drops because it spreads out from the target in a 20-foot radius. Does go around corners, but
So just to be clear, do the undead spirits, the putrid undead spirits, are they actually like opaque?
what is this spell? Oh, is this summon undead?
It's summon undead.
All right, hold on.
It says it's a corporeal form.
Can I summon a flesh sheet undead? A flayed undead, perhaps?
I would like to summon a zombie skin. Do you mean a zombie? No.
Just the skin.
Just the skin, please.
The flayed victims of Zippy-Toe-Tech, please. Actually,
Right. Okay.
horrible
so,
story.
Yeah, it does summon a corporeal form. And you can summon a putrid undead. And that would take up a lot of space.
This
yeah.
is gonna smell. I guess it won't matter. Everything will smell like smoke in a minute.
I mean, so we need 3 of them, right? Or at least 3. I guess
You were the undead logistics expert here, so I defer.
Right.
Right.
In order...
Well, okay, so
The spell doesn't usually allow you to summon multiple undead.
I thought, well, can't you just cast it multiple times?
No, it's a concentration spell.
Okay, well, what if you just cast one and then you just like send it back and forth?
As a
Okay.
backup, I'm also gonna prepare rope trick.
Just in case you get stranded out there with the eyes staring at you.
Yeah, if it turns out the smoke doesn't cover everything, we're just gonna rope trick it up. Because that takes an action.
Okay.
It does not last as long as the tiny hut, so we might want to cast a tiny hut inside the rope. What happens if you do that? It probably has this.
So let's test this out first. Kayla's gonna go ahead and conjure up a putrid spirit, and then order it to like drape itself around her to cover up all available.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm
All of
gonna
Just sitting
need...
here like,
Okay, I said putrid spirit because the other options are skeletal and ghostly, and those both seem like you can see through them.
So,
I'm
what
not
is it?
disagreeing, but also you're draping yourself in anything. I mean, even if you were draping yourself in a skeleton, I'd go,
Look, Candlekeep has really great bathhouses. That's all I'm saying.
you've got clean up. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
Okay. All right. So you're gonna summon a putrid undead. So first of all, tell me what that looks like. What does it look like when you summon it?
It looks kind of, like when you have food in a sack and you put it there and you maybe leave it on your counter and forget about it for a week. That's actually like several months, and then it just sort of all deliquesces.
oh my god.
That's kind of what it looks like. It's
Mhm.
probably sort of humanoid, maybe, but it's hard to tell through
But the inside is mushy.
because your eyes are all watering
Okay.
from this.
So all right. When you okay, let me just look real briefly
I
at
feel
the
like
spell description here.
I feel like I should make a Constitution saving throw because that's disgusting.
Okay, so yeah, you summon this bloated zombie, which appears in front of you, and then it goes and vomits its skeleton, which then falls into pieces, leaving only its flesh and skin behind.
You everyone should get as far to the other side of the hut from me
I'm
as
already
possible.
there. I'm already there. I'm just kind of pushed up against the wall going, oh no, oh no. You're gonna make an elder god barf. Is that your plan?
No, why? Yeah.
So
Even
the
an oath, it's like, nope.
So the stench does not affect Kayleth, but it will affect other people.
Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, you can put on this
You're like,
fleshy...
really? This isn't that bad in the scheme of things.
You can put on this fleshy bodysuit.
Does it successfully hide her? For a second?
I don't know. You want to step out of the hut and find out?
Wait, well, we're gonna tell
Tsetseliya,
Everyone else does not see Kayleth anymore. They see
gonna,
this horrible, horrible thing draped over Kayleth.
I am going to eyes on the horrible thing, start a little fire, because that's the thing that I need for this spell to work. And then cast pyrotechnics on fire.
Okay.
And that will make...
You know, it just occurred to me that you are technically in Candlekeep and it suppresses fire spells. However,
No!
however, you are underground outside of Candlekeep's protected magic.
Thank goodness.
So the fire does
I can see
work.
the moment where you're like like she's hitting the, because it's never the first time, right? When you're trying
No.
to use a fire starter, it's never
No.
the first time, and going like, oh no.
Yeah.
But did you know the point where your brains realize, but your hand's still going?
It's funny, you're starting this fire and Sarshan's looking at you like, but I thought fire didn't work here. But I thought fire didn't. Fire does light.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so, so it says I can extinguish the fire with the spell. So hey, Candlekeep, I'm working with you, and it creates the smoke. So the smoke is going to spread out from that target in a 20-foot radius. It goes around corners, and the area of the smoke is heavily obscured. It persists for 1 minute or until a strong wind, nobody cast a wind spell, disperses it.
Okay.
Nobody tell the elder god that the wind will help.
Okay, so like this. Just real big black space. I'm trying to make work on the Roll20. Okay.
That's
did it
right.
not-
Everybody, don't
did
even
not
breathe.
work?
Hold your breath. We're already holding our breath because Kayleth smells like a charnel house.
Sometimes when you try and draw like a square on Roll20, it's like, no, I'm sorry. Did you mean to do something there? Because no, it didn't work.
Boom. All right.
There we go.
So, and so in this thick, dark fog of
Yep.
smoke, we're gonna boogie. So, I'm
Okay,
gonna
so you
grab...
can move yourself using the arrow keys.
So to clarify, are we all going together or are we going one
We're
at
all
a
going
time?
together. We have 1 minute to move it. We should
Right.
make a chain and go.
Okay,
You should lead because you're covered.
just to be clear, am I the only person who's going to be wearing a putrid spirit?
Flesh
You
suit?
only summoned one. There's only one flesh suit available, so you're the
No,
leader.
that was yes, but I was thinking like one of us wears it and runs out. The spirit goes back, drapes on the next person.
Oh, this only lasts for a minute.
How long do you take to run?
I don't know. Well, okay. Let's get as far as the smoke goes and make sure nobody gets petrified. You go first because you're flesh suited up. This conversation, like,
All right.
go first.
So abruptly, hold on.
Okay.
Stop. Okay, so as soon as Kayleth leaves the hut, it disappears, and now you are stuck in the smoke.
Oh.
I probably should not have left first.
Without the hut being there, you can hear this chittering, scratching sound, which sounds vaguely like rats or like
Rats
insects in the
rats
walls.
If I say, hey, yo, buddy, in cockroach, does anything answer? Or is it idle?
Oh no.
Okay,
and you
other
can you can hear
question.
the strange buzzing sound. Just zzz,
Okay.
zzz.
All
Okay,
right.
so
I'm gonna hold
Kayleth.
Sarshan's hand.
Yep, he grasped your hand very tightly. Kayleth, you were moving first. Okay,
Yes.
so you moved there. All right, go ahead and keep moving if you like. Okay, so you bump up against the wall, moving there.
Okay.
And what I'm going to need you to do is make a dexterity saving throw.
– 21.
21. Okay. Your hand falls on the wall just to like hold you up. And you can feel that it is very close to a blinking red eye because you could feel this like volcanic heat coming off the wall next to your skin. It starts to burn away the flesh of the zombie on top of you.
Let's just move away from that really, really quickly.
All right.
Clear!
And you can feel your flesh starting to tingle like pins and needles.
All right. Kayleth gets out of the smoke.
Cool.
Okay.
Clear.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure I want to wear the zombie suit, having watched it happen. So I feel like Tsetseliya is going to take the op. Oh my gosh, that stupid bug. I have more than 54 hit points, I promise. I feel like Tsetseliya might take the opportunity to just book it and hope that she's fast enough that she doesn't have to wear the suit.
Kayleth, when you burst free of the smoke, you see that this
no.
chamber that you have walked into is full of eyes on the walls.
Oh
and
my
ceiling.
god, what? Okay, well,
All right.
go.
Okay, Tsetseliya, go ahead and do your movement.
Are you gonna convey that?
There are eyes everywhere outside of the smoke. Don't
my
leave
God.
the smoke.
Okay. So I can cast this spell again. I have another. I believe I have another spell slot. Yes, I do. So I can cast this spell again. So I just need another fire in the smoke. But as Tsetseliya is moving, she's got Sarshan's hand and she's gonna pull him along.
Yep.
And she's gonna have conveyed we should also grab Anotha so that we don't
I have
leave
her
behind.
In my other hand.
And then, so as we get to the edge of the smoke, Tsetseliya is gonna have to let go in order to like try and strike another fire. Because I'm pretty sure one, Sarshan's fire sword is bigger than a candle, and two, it has to be non-magical fire to start this thing up. If I was smart, I would have thought, this is Tsetseliya's thought, if I was smart, I would have taken the fire with me, like a little bit with me. But so she's like kind of trying to stop in the edge of the smoke and strike another fire at the edge so that she can kind of cast another one. Do I need to make a dexterity save in here?
To light flames when you can't see?
To move through the darkness is the main thing.
Hold on.
I mean, maybe. I kind of feel like this is... I don't know how hard that is.
Yes, you do need to make a dexterity save to avoid running into the wall or into one of the eyes.
I feel like I'm going to break my nose. 11!
Okay. You do smash into the wall. And let's see. Okay.
Thank you.
You do not touch one of the eyes. You do take a small amount of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
3
Fair
bludgeoning damage. Not too bad, but you didn't get hit by one of the eyes. Okay. Now that you're at the edge of the smoke, like you're coughing. It's gross. It's getting in your eyes and in your mouth and in your nose, but it's protecting you. Yeah.
The eyes are volcanically hot. So no, I didn't touch her. Okay. So I was like, I have this. I'm assuming I have some kind of tinder that I'm trying to strike. Like I'm dropping down to do it and try to strike it. But if I'm aware of these volcanic eyes, could I just hold the tinder up and light it off an eyeball? But if I didn't touch it, I probably don't know that. So I will continue to try to strike it.
That's a good question. Yeah, all right. So you're trying to strike it. What I'm going to need you to do is make another dexterity check.
A check or a save?
Just a check. DC's not especially high, but
anything but
you can't see, and like it's tricky.
Roll? Okay, it didn't roll. Okay, let's try that again. An 8.
Okay.
I've cut my hand on this flint.
Yes, you do. You cut your hand on the flint. You take 1 point of slashing damage, and you drop the flint, and it just bounces pink out of the smoke.
Okay. That's not good. I don't. Okay. I didn't have that. Why is that not there? I don't have fire! I'm gonna shout to Kayleth.
Is Kayleth aware that this thing has been dropped? Like, can she even notice it?
Make a perception check. You heard a skittering sound like metal on stone.
You heard Tsetseliya curse.
Truly, the arch enemy of the Westgate Irregulars are mundane objects that you just need to accomplish your goal.
Basic clumsiness.
9. No, Kayleth, you do not see it. You're kind of keeping your eyes averted and trying to like hunker down under this moldering corpse that's, it's starting to grow brittle around you.
Ew.
Wait, why is it growing brittle?
It's getting...
It's being subjected to the gaze of Gadon and Thoa.
Well then. Kayleth...
Is it pineapple time? Is it pineapple time? You cast the rope trick.
Kayleth's just gonna keep going, I guess.
That's probably wise. Save yourself!
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna reach back like for Sarshan in the darkness.
Well, okay.
Try to
well, Kayleth is gonna go as far as she can before the
Yep, the eyes don't seem to extend past the little tunnel there.
Okay. Well, Kayleth is gonna go that far, and then she can summon the spirit up to 90 feet away from her.
Yes.
Oh no! Are we gonna get covered in?
So she can summon it back there for you if you are going to use it.
Oh no! Okay. First of all, you can summon it back. I'm gonna put it on Anotha though. First, because theoretically, I can still cast the spell to figure out how to get a fire going. So.
How come I didn't put an actual token for this thing? Hold on.
For what thing?
While he does that, I'm gonna see.
Let's find the grossest undead that I can
No,
possibly put on there.
no. Okay.
There we go.
Wow. We're like disgusting thing. Wrap around this Medusa and
Yeah.
kind of like pull her through.
Well,
and
the
I'm-
first thing that happens is it has to vomit out its skeleton.
Oh no.
So it does that. Blech. In the smoke, something wet and smelly and sticky lands on
that's
Tsetseliya.
We don't even
Great.
know what's going on. So
No.
something screams and like swings at it. Ineffectively, let's be honest.
Tsetseliya, don't find
Actually,
it. Just let it happen.
She's got her spear, so she might actually sort of swing at it that way. Because okay, but Kayleth says that, so she'll kind of pull back and be like, "Whoa, okay, no, this," and she's gonna
It's fine. It's friendly.
put it on Anotha.
The laceration that you inflict upon the undead Hulk actually helps the skeleton get out of the flesh more easily. So good job.
All right. draping it on Anotha.
And she goes, "Oh no! Ah! Oh, this is terrible!"
Oh, wiggle.
And Sarshan grasps Tsetseliya by the arms and says, "I think I can get you out. Do you want me to try?"
You're
Uh-oh.
muted.
I think you're muted, Aaron. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
My mic glitched. I don't know who's talking and who they're
Yeah.
talking to.
Okay. Well, Sarshan says in Tsetseliya's ear, "I think I can carry you out of here."
That seems really risky. Just give me your tinderbox.
If he carries you, you only need one putrid spirit and draping for the both of you. It'll cover you both.
Okay, but do we have a way to get Anotha out? Did she already?
No,
leave?
she's
Why are we
covered
here?
right now. I assumed that she was running over.
So you're gonna summon
Yeah,
another one?
she,
Oh, so she goes first.
She starts heading out of there.
Okay, so the two options are I can cast pyrotechnics again. I just need another fire. But if that's actually not gonna happen, I don't want to be covered by the skin zombie. But here we
All
go.
right, just in preparation.
I still have the cloak of protection. We could just try that.
Is it
Shelter
big
under
en-
the cloak.
I guess we are kind of running out the clock on the
Okay.
smoke. So
As you're considering, the smoke starts to fade. It is going to fade entirely at the end of this round.
great.
Skeleton.
Okay.
Putrid spirit is over there.
Okay, Anotha shows up. You cast Summon Undead again.
Yep.
All right. The smoke fades,
Oh no. Oh.
and
Just
there's
like
this giant
cloak of
zombie-
protection.
zombie in front of you.
Oh my god.
And you
Okay,
and
the
Sarshan are
smoke's
both
fade- the
hunkered
moment that-
down under this cloak of protection.
Got it. Can we just
Sarshan, grab
move
her.
under that or just? Oh my god.
Sarshan, grab her. Hold her tight.
Okay. Sarshan takes Tsetseliya by the shoulders.
The zombie, the undead spirit,
Oh, what's
the
zombie?
putrid
I
spirit.
really
finishes
don't
vomiting out a
like-
skeleton.
So like, genuinely, like, just as a reminder, Tsetseliya is still working through the PTSD she has developed from fighting undead things, both in the Endless Waste and in her repressed memories. So this is really bad, and she's really not happy about it.
Sarshan
But
grabs Tsetseliya,
Also, she doesn't want to die.
looks her in the eyes, and says, "I love you." And then he wraps the cloak around Tsetseliya's head, just totally wraps her in the cloak. Kayleth, you can kind of vaguely see Sarjan start to like stiffen a little bit, but he grabs Tsetseliya, he pushes himself into the body. The body, carrying Tsetseliya, starts lumbering toward the exit.
Wait. Carrying Tsetseliya, not the two of them?
Well, Sarjan is inside the body.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
He staggers over there and barely gets out of the chamber and deposits Tsetseliya on the ground before he himself slides out of the corpse and lies there panting. Still alive.
Cure?
Okay.
And the ground starts shaking beneath you, and you realize that Anoth has crossed some sort of boundary of her curse. And now that she has, the cavern starts to collapse.
Let's all run. Is Sarjan okay? Can Sarjan run? Are you okay,
Sarjan is
Cecilia?
lying there basically unmoving.
All right. Between the two of
What?
us, can we pick him up?
What is your combined strength total?
Like just straight
Not
strength?
good.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. 10. I can cast reduce on him. We can make him small. And then that might be possible.
Okay.
If I cast
That's what is wrong with him? Can I tell?
He's just partially paralyzed by the magic.
just paralyzed,
Cast lesser restoration. I'm gonna try that.
Okay. Yeah, he gasps. Did we make it?
You have to get up. You have to get up.
Oh,
We have to run.
rocks start falling in the chamber. You hear an otherworldly roar from somewhere. And of a sudden,
That's not good.
you see cracks start slicing through the floor. And Anoth looks back and says, "He is coming."
well, let's
We don't want to be here.
then.
Let's move it.
Okay. Yeah, you flee.
Wait, which way are we fleeing?
Yeah. As far as we can in the directions available to us, I feel like.
Like, we came down here, should we go back up?
You're fleeing. You're unsure what to do.
Maybe?
Just run.
And
God, I wish I had banishment right now.
a ghost dragon appears up through the floor again. And like, Anoth. She looks over at the dragon. Miriam? And Miriam says, "Are you happy?" And Anoth looks at you, panicked, terrified. Looks back
Say
at the
yes.
dragon and says, "I am. I have escaped." And Miriam says, "Oh, good. I have to deal with this invasion. I'll be right back." And the dragon heads over this way and unleashes this roar, and more rocks fall, sealing off this part of the catacombs.
Oh, thank
Also
God.
crushing your
Okay.
zombie Hulk there.
Oh, pour one out. All right, moving on.
The ground is still vibrating, but less so. And slowly, all comes to peace once more. Dragon looks at you.
Okay.
Oh, I must have missed some
What?
excitement.
Were you not
Yeah.
watching that?
Yeah.
Oh, just because I'm a ghost doesn't mean that I would risk myself beneath the gaze of God and Thoa.
Yeah, that would have been a good thing to know. That would have been a good thing to know. The
You are
many-eyed
brave
evil
little
in the
creatures
cave.
and very cunning,
That
resourceful.
you could have told us that we were up against this horrific
Yeah.
deity.
Could have told you.
You could have told us
Well,
many things.
I suppose that's true, but
And now you're going to make it up to us
Yeah.
by telling us where to get the information we need.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you.
That's even better. We
Yes.
accept.
I'm going to take you
Thank
there.
you. Yes.
A deal is a deal. I would like to address
So maybe
this
we could just sit for a
defamation
second.
of my character, however. You simply did not ask what the opposition might be. It didn't occur to me to tell you. I did nothing wrong.
Just gonna give you a little advice.
You did
I'm gonna
nothing
give you
right.
a little advice here. Just a little, metaphorical charisma boost. If there is something that is out of the ordinary, which people should know, people will like you more if you tell them that thing.
I shall
Rather
consider what
than
you've
waiting
said.
for them to ask about it. Yes, please.
I shall consider what you've said.
For future reference.
You are living creatures and you still breathe. So catch your breath for a moment and then we shall go.
Thank you.
The ghost heads up a different corridor. I shall return.
Kayleth, that was a lot of stuff. I am glad you were there. Please don't wrap me in a zombie again, if we can help it.
I know. I didn't want to. I knew you wouldn't like it.
It was sort of necessary.
All right. Kayla's going to go over and give
Thank
an
you for
awkward hug.
covering my face before that happened. Sorry, go ahead.
Kayla's going to go over and give you an awkward hug. Without the wings this time.
Sarshan has done another healing spell on himself. I never put you inside the zombie. I was just carrying you. That was just the smell.
Oh.
It was far worse
Wait, you
inside.
didn't get in the zombie?
I got in the zombie.
I super misunderstood what happened. You got in the zombie.
I got in the
You were carrying the zombie was carrying me, or you were carrying me in the zombie?
The zombie was carrying you, and I was in the zombie. So I was carrying you through the zombie, but not in
Okay.
the zombie.
Okay. I
With
don't
the
think I
zombie.
wanted to know that. Although it's not worse, I guess. I guess that's not worse.
Your
Okay,
cloak protected
well,
you from the
I
gaze.
survived, and so that's good. The healing continues, I guess.
We made it. So she
And
said.
nobody had to get, driven insane by an otherworldly being.
Right.
Mostly.
I call this a win.
I feel like for our
he
track
puts out his
record,
arms.
yes, let's call it a win. We just group hugging now.
Yeah. I think we all need a hug. Okay, come on. All right. he hugs both of you. Okay. Well, that seems like a reasonable time to stop since it is 9 o'clock. So thank you. You survived the clash with the great evil of Gaddon and Thoa. And now you have a dragon who will be leading you to the Black Archive. But first, we are going to end it here, and then we will be back in a couple weeks. I don't remember exactly what the calendar is, but keep your eyes open for announcements. I have been Scott to be the sometimes GM of this game. I write fantasy, dark fantasy, science fiction stuff. You can find my stuff online. It's fairly easy. Take it away, Aaron.
I'm Erin M. Evans. You can follow me on Twitter at Erin M. Evans. You can pre-order my next book, Empire of Exiles, wherever you purchase your books, like your local bookstore, for example. You can join me on this channel for Concentration Check every Monday at 1:30 p.m. For a co-writing space. So come on over and get some work done with me. And you can listen to my podcast, Writing About Dragons and Shit, with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis, where we talk about writing. And you can join me with those guys on twitch.tv/CNA Games for Champions of Lore every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific, where we talk about the lore behind the game of our sponsor, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check them out at idlechampions.com. And once again, we are raising money for both rescue efforts in Ukraine. You can find out more about that with the code ! I've forgotten which one's which now. One of them is !charity and one of them is !donate. I highly recommend doing both just to find out more, because our other charity is the National Network of Abortion Funds, which is dedicated to getting people reproductive treatments throughout the country. Depending on what is available, that can be very difficult. So check out both of them. They're both very worthy causes that we care about a lot.
I've been Emily Tang. Thank you tonight to Yang Yang, who's taking care of everything behind the scenes, and to our moderators, and to you for watching us and letting us run into elder gods. Thanks.
You're welcome.
This is quite wild.
Okay, thank you so much. The fun continues on our Discord. Come check us out there. And our website has more information, and tune in next week for more adventure. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.